didn't have an easy experience. I didn't come in as a top-rated recruit. I didn't come in with the opportunity to play right away. I had to earn it. I appreciate it. I'm nowhere else. I'm in the present. It's probably the best part about my life is that to be in the present. You talk about how do you enjoy your life? How do you find balance, right? It's to live in the present. To live like a kid. Like, why do kids have so much fun? Because they just care about what they're doing.
I don't think it's enough just to love it and then just to do it and go out and win it. It's not that simple. You need to have structured goals. You need to tell yourself, okay, what are my goals for the short term? What are my goals for the long term? Now that I've accomplished almost everything, I'm supposed to go out on the tennis court thinking, let's just play free, it's just hit the ball, who cares, you know? But this is not how you're going to win matches, because it comes down to margins, and you have to be so clear in your mind exactly what you want to do and what you want to achieve. And for me, it doesn't work without any goals, without any targets. I cannot compete properly. I always questioned myself in the best of times, even when I was world #1 for many, many weeks and months in a row. At certain times during the year I said, what can I improve? What do I need to change? Because if you don't do anything, or you just do the same thing over and over again, you stay the same. And staying the same means going backwards, because the other guys are working hard and improving. So I always needed to find ways to improve my game as well.
It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, your age, you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. And I always say, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And the reason that I always say that, because I didn't grow up with things being handed to me. I had to work hard, I had to dedicate myself, and I had to be determined, and I was. Even outside of sport, it could be education, it could be business, it could be anything. It requires discipline and hard work and determination. Most importantly, it requires self-belief, because like me, some people might not believe in you, but you have to believe in you. And sometimes you're going to be your own cheerleader, and you have to be your biggest and your best cheerleader. So to all you young athletes, take that to heart and never stop believing in yourself, and really always support who you are.
I think a lot of people they see you run and they say, oh, it looks so easy, you really look effortless. But before it gets to that point, it's hard. It's like hard work. Day in, day out, sacrifice, day in, day out. There's time when you run and you just want to stop, you just want to give up, like, to hell with this, I just want to go home. There's a day when you get up and you know what you have a training today. You know it's going to be intense, and you're like, oh God, I don't want to go today, but you got to go. And it's so hard, and a lot of people don't know.
The work is behind the scenes. Competition is the easy part. Behind the scenes is where the work is done. And everything is done to get to that one race that you need to run.
I don't mind working hard. I don't complain that I work hard. I think that you have to work hard to get to that level. I think that I'm not looking for the easy way to do things, and I'm proud about that. Hard work and the hours in the gym pile into to the success. I think when I look back that sports is amazing. Any sport is amazing for kids.
Why?
Because it gives you a structure and organize you, and gives you the sense of setting goals.
I'm getting 52 more practices than everybody else is, and that's kind of make that little or big difference in the end.
I think of myself as the greatest person that I can be. That's it. I'm not going to go out on out on a limb and say I'm the greatest this or that. I was a kid with a dream. That's it. You know, the people before me set the bar so high, and I was a little kid that wasn't afraid to dream as big as I could. And that's really it. Like you said, like we were talking before, I was dedicated, I was hardworking, and that put me in the shoes where I am now.
I don't think we're necessarily bigger than the sport. I just think that we've had so much success in the sport. And I think it's in the way we've done it. Whether it's through just pure dominance, or maybe someone may have a more flashy personality as well as dominating. Some people are, they may do it differently than anyone's ever seen it done before in the past. And I think that's where I think people kind of gravitate towards. What Messi and Ronaldo are doing now in soccer is just phenomenal, but two different ways of doing it, right? And then you have Jordan coming into the league. He did it completely different than anybody else. And then when I came into golf, I done differently because no one had ever trained. No one ever lifted weights. No one ever ran miles. No one ever did wind sprints. No one ever did any of those things in golf, so I did it differently. And I had a success doing it differently. And I think that's what people sometimes see and have gravitated towards.
I knew what was going to happen. I knew I was going to get here. They didn't. There was a lot of stressful years. You know what I mean? A lot of tough times. But I proved them wrong. I proved myself right. This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm going to do something. Putting it out there for the world to see. And then going out and doing it. There's no better feeling in the world than that. And it's as easy as that. Say what you're going to do and go and do it.
The only thing we can do is take one day at a time. You know, it's all we can do. No one is perfect. Every day we strive to be perfectionists, but no one is perfect. I make mistakes. You know, I've said things that I shouldn't have said when I was younger. I've done things that I shouldn't have done when I was younger. I'm not perfect, but we live and we learn. And that's a part of growing. Did nobody get in there and put the gloves on for me? Did nobody go out there on that road and run miles and miles for me? Nobody took the broken ribs. Nobody took the bloody nose. I did it all. I dedicated myself to my craft, and I bust my ass. I'm gonna continue to keep believing in my skills, keep listening to my father, keep listening to my uncle, and sit on this throne for 30 months.